guys, we're in my kitchen again. I'm Gypsy, in case you don't know. And I just fixed myself a lovely cup of blueberry green tea. And I was looking in my tea cupboard and discovered I've got a lot of tea. And I mean a lot of tea. So I decided maybe it was time I reorganized my tea cupboard and just check and see what is empty and what still has tea in it. So I thought, well, I'll just make a video of me organizing my teas and show you different kinds that I have. My tea cupboard is right there, just through the doorway. So you're going to see me running back and forth. We'll see what kinds I have. And I can even tell you my favorite kinds. Ooh, peppermint herbal. And I have 2 tins of holiday tea. This one, unopened, completely new. And I like holiday tea. You know, it's got spice in it, keeps you warm. See, here's the other tin of the holiday tea, but it's opened. But I really can't be upset about having 2 because clearly I got this one at 50% off. And I may have even gotten it at more than 50% off because I'm a member. So what's this one? Oh, cranberry autumn. Smells like Thanksgiving. That's what it reminds me of, is Thanksgiving. And I have my English breakfast tea. And this is Blekinge tea, which is a Swedish tea. It's called oak. Hopefully you can see that a little bit. Oak tea. Oh my goodness. I have tea strainers too. My cherry blossom tea. I like lots of different kinds of teas. I'm dropping things. This is a bunch of samples, I should say. This is Tea Kuan Yin. Not opened. So, like I said, I want to organize it a little bit better. And like, I have teas like this that people have sent me. And I'm going to have to get my translator out to see what this is. You'll see, is what it says. Oh, it's a rooibos tea. Flavored and caffeine-free rooibos. I don't like rooibos, but this must have been given to me by somebody. So, yeah. I'll put it back with my others. I have Canton Green and China Oolong. You're going to be amazed at how much tea I have. I actually wanted to be a tea sommelier. I got China white tea. But it costs a lot of money, and I would have to go to California, which I'm in Illinois. So this is the best tea ever if you have anxiety issues or stress issues. The French blue, super blue, or if you get the yellow and blue. Those, really good for people with anxiety. And speaking of the yellow and blue, there's the yellow and blue. And this is Pear Cream Supreme. This was actually a gift. I have to tell you, okay, before you start freaking out over how much tea I have, I don't buy tea. People give me tea because they know that I like tea and I appreciate tea. I can't remember the last time I bought tea. Seriously. Cannot remember the last time I bought tea. So don't freak out over how much tea I have. I would say a good 95% of it was like Christmas presents, birthday presents, you know. Oh, that's so good. Oh, that blueberry green tea with some honey. So good. Let's see. And I'll probably give some of this tea away as well because that's the whole reason of reorganizing the tea cupboard. Teas that I don't drink that often, I'd rather send away to someone else. Like this one, the invigorating tea. I drink it very infrequently. I don't really like it, so. And this one I don't even remember. Soothing tea. So, yeah. Luckily, my son and my son-in-law both drink tea, so I pass it on to them. Let's see, what else have I got here? This one says Orange Bliss. And I don't know what's in this one. Oh, this is just your standard orange pico black tea, you know, like you make for the fridge. So that's what that is. Actually, I'm going to set that one over here. Oh yeah, I translated a tea bag earlier. It's pamplemousse, but it's actually grapefruit tea. I translated it because I didn't know what it was. Let's see. This is one I've not opened yet, so I don't know what it tastes like. Sage tea. We'll see what that tastes like. This is one of my favorites, and I can't buy it anymore because no place around here sells it. I actually bought this when I lived up north, and I have not found it anywhere, not even on Amazon. So it's decaffeinated. I don't know if you can see that. Decaffeinated tea, cherry almond. I love this tea. Once it's gone, I'll probably cry. Let's see here. Of course, Earl Grey lavender. It's another one that's really nice. I think the way I want to organize this is like put all my lavenders together and all my fruits together. I don't know. This I bought years ago. I bought a case of it, and I think this is the last box of it. And it does taste just like Thin Mint cookies. So, yum. It is very, very good. I love it. This is an instant tea from India. It's very good. This says holiday teas. So, here's what I've done is I've put samples of different teas for the holidays, like caramel. I don't know if you can see that, caramel, candy cane, winter tea. So I just put that in this one and labeled it holiday teas. So it'll probably go with my other holiday teas. Yeah, I still have more. If you like light citrusy tasting tea, I recommend elderflower. So good. I love elderflower. And this is a new one. Linden flower. Linden flower. As you can tell, I have friends from all around the world that send me teas. This one is, Oh, this is really, really good, especially if you're super cold and you want to warm up. Tahitian vanilla hazelnut. That is so, so good. I love it. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. And my Irish breakfast tea. I keep this on hand all the time. I love Irish breakfast tea. This, you'll see, it's not even been opened. It is matcha green tea latte. I have no idea what it tastes like. I mean, I've had matcha lattes before, but I don't know what this tastes like because I haven't opened it. But again, it was sent to me. This, if I can get the lid off. Oh no. Don't you hate when lids stick? Ah. Well, maybe I won't get the lid off. Oh my. Okay. Well, it's supposed to be sassafras tea, but I am having the hardest time. Oh, there we go. Getting the lid off. Oh man. There it comes. And sassafras is a root. Oh my God, it smells so good. And it's really good. It's a good winter tea. It helps, well, they used to say it helped to thin your blood. And then I've got more of it here that I bought at my co-op. But as long as you keep it in a dry, dark place, like in this canister, you can keep it forever. I mean, my mom kept sassafras roots for years. So, there's my sassafras tea. And this is my own blend. You see it's called Mommy's Tummy Tea. And I blend it up myself. My kids used to get stomach aches and stuff, and I keep that on hand. This one is Valentine's Day tea. We're not done yet. I have more. This is apple tea, and then caramel tea. And what's funny is I like to mix the apple and the caramel together. So good. Tastes like a caramel apple. And I'm running out of room. We're getting there. This is matcha tea from Japan that my friend Yumi gave me. And this is Topsy-Turvy blend. My friend Laura gave me this because she works for Disney, so she got that for me for my unbirthday. Black cherry and raspberry zinger, which I like this iced. Raspberry zinger is really good in the summertime, iced. So, what did I do with my honey lavender? We don't know. All right, there's more. I have, this was sent to me, Venus Beautifying Tea. Wild blueberry, which is really good. I love this jasmine tea. Whenever I make Chinese food, I make jasmine tea to go with it. I love that. Alrighty. You guys are probably going, how much tea has she got? I've got lean green dietary tea, hot apple cider tea, which does taste like apple cider, celebration tea, which this is from 2012, so that's probably when I bought it or when it was given to me. This is Asian jasmine white tea. Watch out, kitties. I seriously was not kidding when I said I really like tea. I have Lady Cora's Evening Tea. Let's see if you can see that. Lady Cora's Evening Tea. Mrs. Patmore's Pudding Tea, which is very, very sweet. Bates Brambleberry Tea, which tastes a lot like blackberries. English Rose Tea. Yes, I'm a fan of Downton Abbey. I used to have Downton Abbey tea parties, and that's why I have the Downton Abbey tea. Another medicinal tea. It's a dandelion root tea. And that's just another Lady Cora's Evening Tea. Because it's a limited edition, and once it's sold out, it's sold out. Alrighty. This is really yummy. Blackberry sage. And yes, spring cherry. You can tell I like fruit flavored teas, you know. I also like black teas a lot. Another Downton Abbey tea, Afternoon Garden. And then this is for iced tea. This is so good in the summer. It's watermelon mint. So good, so good. And these are some more ones that are really good iced. This is the hibiscus tea. And then I have the hibiscus pineapple lychee tea. And I only drink those iced. So those are like my summertime teas when it's really, really hot out and I just want something refreshing. I also have the red velvet chocolate tea. If I don't have any chocolate in the house, this is my go-to. Organic turmeric ginger tea. Really good if you have an upset tummy. More jasmine tea. And then I have huckleberry. Monk's Vanilla Tea Blend. We're almost done. I'm almost through all of my tea. Just about. I have amaretto and another vanilla tea called the Dream Tea, Tropical Dream Tea. And I reuse these boxes. You know, I use them in crafts and things like that. Oh boy. Let's see here. What else do I have in here? I have bamboo tea. I don't know if you can read that, but that's bamboo tea. And rose petal black tea. And that's just a little sampler, so that's good. White rose tea. I really need to put like all my white teas together, all my dark teas together. And I have cinnamon basil tea, which is supposed to be really good for like your blood pressure and stuff. I have fibro tea, which I was sent as a trial to review. And I sent them back. You know, I used it for 2 months and then sent them a report back. The people that produce it is Phoenix Rising Apothecary. But it was a really nice, relaxing tea. It didn't really do a lot for my fibromyalgia symptoms other than calm me down a little bit. So, but I kept it because it was nice to get this, you know, as a gift to review. And, you know, I still drink it. I have berry almond amaretto, which it's fading on there, so you can't really see it. Ooh, I'm almost done with this one. There's two little Irish cream teas left in there. Seven Blossom tea, never been opened. I have no idea what it tastes like. My other box of the Thin Mint, which both boxes are open, so maybe I can combine them. Lemon balm tea and wild berry zinger, another favorite for the summertime. Which actually, what I'm going to be doing too is, as I'm organizing these, I am going to probably do like summer teas in one section and winter teas in one section, you know, that way I don't have to dig through to find the ones I want to use. All right, this one, you can't read it because the label's inside, but it's blackberry blueberry tea. And then I have rose hip tea, which that's another one that it's just good all year round actually, because rose hips are full of vitamin C and antioxidants, and so it's a good tea to have on hand. You can blend it with other teas as well. So I'm running out of room. Another amaretto tea. Oh my, I'm running out of room to put it on my table. There's my honey lavender stress relief tea, which somewhere there's a couple of, oh there it is, a couple of bags of it that I was going to put back in here. I started putting my teas in jars or airtight containers because, as you can see, I have so many teas and I like to keep them fresh. And if they're in a tightly sealed jar, out of the light and out of moisture or heat, they will last you for years. Their flavor will weaken over time, but they don't like get bad unless they get wet. And yes, I still have more tea. Of course, sleepy time tea, that's a go-to. And this is all like different kinds of peppermint teas. I have different kinds of mint teas in here. So, yeah. I am running out of room on my table. I am seriously running out of room on my table. And this was a gift, and it's never been opened. And it has in it, what does it have in it? London tea, English breakfast tea, and I don't know. I don't know what the other one is. But as you can see, it's a lovely little gift set. Now, these are just all the teas that were in my cupboard. If you look right there where my finger is, those are all canisters of tea as well. And right back here I have Irish breakfast tea, Lady Grey tea, Earl Grey tea, English breakfast tea, another English breakfast tea, not been opened. And what's this one? Oh, an Oriental spice tea. I love tea. Can you tell? I love tea, all kinds of teas. Well, now you've seen my tea collection, and I hope I didn't bore you too much with it. So if you have any questions about tea, ask. I'm your gal. You know, certain types of tea you only brew for a couple of minutes, like a white tea, you don't want to brew it too long and you don't want to brew it too hot because it ruins the flavor. And a black tea, if you want it strong, like drinking a cup of coffee, let that sucker steep for 5 minutes. 5 minutes for a black tea if you want it really, really good and strong. I like to do my Irish breakfast tea that way and my English breakfast tea. I will let them steep for 5 minutes. Green teas, depending on whether or not it's a flavored green tea or just a plain old plain green tea, you will brew anywhere from, 2.5, 3 minutes to about 4 minutes. Just depends on the flavoring that you want. Your fruit teas, you can brew them however long you want because fruit teas aren't exactly a tea. Most of the time a fruit tea is a tisane and it has no actual tea plant in it. The same way with rooibos. Rooibos is not a tea. Rooibos is a red bush that grows in Africa and it is not related to the tea plant at all. But it's called tea because in Africa it is brewed just like tea is here in the States or in the UK. So there's lots of different kinds of teas. And as you can see, I like to try them all. And, I share them with my friends. I host tea parties from time to time. And I do a sampling where I will make 5 different pots of tea so that people can try them without having to buy an entire box. If you're interested in tea, maybe you should consider doing something like that as well, where everyone brings their favorite tea and y'all make a cup of each one and try it. It's a great way to, try different flavors around the world, see what other people are drinking, and learn about the teas, which ones are full of vitamin C, which ones are good for blood pressure, which ones are good for your skin. There's so many benefits to different types of teas and tisanes. And yeah, I hope you've enjoyed a tour through my tea cupboards. Like I said, if you have any questions, ask me in the comments below. And if you liked this video, please like this video. Share it with your friends and subscribe to my channel. I appreciate each and every person that subscribes and just each and every person that watches because it makes me happy to know that somebody out there might be enjoying the same things that I do. And if you want to contact me, my email address is smallwoodhomestead@gmail.com. And you can email me your tea questions, and I'll try to answer them as best as I can. And yeah, I guess that's it for now. I'll see you in the next video. Namaste. Have a groovy huckleberry tea day. Bye, y'all.